Okay, let's do a check of like. Okay, on three.
Timing check.
On three, say your favorite fruit. One,
Okay.
2, 3. Cucumber.
Strawberry.
I lied. I don't actually like cucumber. I don't. Is that a
What the
fruit?
fuck?
I don't think cucumber's a fruit. I think I just.
It might be. Google.com. Is it a
Yeah.
fruit?
No, this is the intro now. I'm keeping this in. Is cucumber a fruit?
Awesome.
This is the parasocial interaction of like two friends hanging out that the people demand.
It is a fruit.
Okay, cucumber's a fruit. Okay. Okay, now I'll do the actual intro I wrote.
Awesome.
In ancient times, there was an idealized concept of a human known as the Renaissance man. Leon Battista Alberti once said that a man can do all things if he will, and many a creative has exercised this notion. However, while the idealistic image of the Renaissance man depicts a painter, maybe a grand composer for his symphony, these images of man do not meet the modern equivalent of the Renaissance man. Autistic multi-fandom artists, also known as the backbone of our society. Join me, as I have been given the grand opportunity to interview the SuperKirbyLover. Please do introduce yourself.
Hi. I'm what they said. I also go by SKL. Basically any pronouns: she, he, they, whatever the fuck floats your boat.
I'm Gabri, she, her.
Awesome.
Yeah. All right. So, SKL. Can I call you Skull? Do friends call you Skull?
Nobody calls me Skull.
Nobody's ever done that. All right, that's great. We have fun nicknames.
Awesome.
Okay, so first question out of the gate: how you doing?
I'm doing pretty alright. I was actually really excited because I remember one of my friends actually did an interview based on tech stuff like a couple of years ago too. But it was more casual because we were already friends at that point, and he would like realized, oh wait a minute, you made tech, I should do an interview, and I'm like, yeah, all right.
Oh yeah, really? Okay. Oh, the cool kids call it tech. I'm slipping.
Yeah, no, it's okay. But I am always like really nervous because like, fucking, I get mixed reactions with tech. It's either like you get like people like, oh my god, that's my childhood, or like, oh, tech, and then they take a big whiff of a cigarette, and they're like, I haven't heard that name in ages, and they're like traumatized.
Because it's fucking like, it's like a subculture within a subculture of like a specific Roblox crossover roleplay server.
Yeah.
So it's like. It's like the Turtles all the way down of like just like Russian nesting doll of sub communities. And so when you get that deep, it's always like either I met my second wife through this, or like I met somebody through this and they killed my dog.
Dude, there's so many people who would tell me like, hey, I met my friend group because of you. And then I have other people tell me shit like, oh yeah, there was a lot of horrible people in this community, and I'm like, I know, I was kind of like, I experienced a lot of it, it kind of sucked, like...
Yeah, cause you're like, cause you said it was like shut down when you were like 18, like 2020,
yeah.
So we're like a couple years apart in age, so you were like
it's
the
true.
age of most of the players there.
Yeah.
Which probably, I guess... So first, I'll do the professional interview thing of just like SuperKirbyLover did a lot of different things, very variety person. But first, let's discuss how I first learned about you, which is tell me about the epic crossover and what it was about it and like the inspiration stuff.
So, when I first made the epic crossover trademark. It was actually because I actually saw a Super Luigi Fans crossover game first, and I'm like, I want to make my own. And I made my own, and it was filled to the brim with free models. It was so bad. And like, yes, I actually can pull it up right now if you would like me to. I am more than happy to show you. First, let me open it up on Roblox.com.
I was gonna ask, like, so in order to get footage for the stupid, if people don't know me, I did a video about Undertale and Postal 2. It makes sense if you watch it. There's a section where I go on a tangent about like, yeah, this town's pretty cool, but it's no the epic crossover, and I just walk through there for like 30 seconds, and like. I had to dig so deep to find an archive of it. I had to find like some like bootleg re-upload of it that like I have no idea if it even exists now or if like.
So, fun fact, I released the downloads of the 2015 map and the 2014 map on my website, like, in 2023.
Oh fuck, I wish I found that.
Yeah, but I, with permission, people were like, hey, can we upload this to the Internet Archive? And I'm like, yeah, sure, go for it. But apparently the 2012 version is also on the Internet Archive. I don't know how that happened. I don't care. I think it's funny. But,
yeah, good. Yeah.
Fucking...
We ball.
I was gonna pull up the 2012 version because that shit is so old. Roblox.com, come on. Date created, sure. Okay. I'm gonna screen share.
Oh wow, okay.
If that's quite alright.
Yeah, I'll just have to fucking open OBS for a second.
Yeah. Shit. How do I change stream quality? I'm such an old man.
It's okay.
Here we go.
I always wanted to, like, you know how like SpongeBob is like Old Man Jenkins? I wanted to name a character like Old Man Yowie.
That's horrible.
Damn it! Old Man Yowie!
Old Man
you
Yowie.
dang kids.
Oh yeah, I have my window open. So if you hear dogs or shit, that's dogs.
It's okay. I am currently stationed in like a retirement neighborhood.
Awesome.
Just like temporarily.
My favorite.
Okay. So for people viewing this, this is Skull is showing me the Roblox Studio,
the first version of tech in 2012. Like there is like only like a handful of people who probably remember this. But this is free model hell. Like half of this shit I didn't make. This loop I didn't make, and it still works apparently.
That is so gross looking. If you don't mind
disgusting.
Me saying, that is
no,
like.
You're no, I think this map sucks. Go ahead.
It's like I don't know if you've ever like used like an engine like Unity, but like when I was like very young and like learning it, I couldn't like 3D model. I'm able to 3D model now, but like I just like got like stock Unity square and just like molded it, and that's how I made any of my environments. So everything looked like horrid ass squares. This is the vibe this is getting me.
Yeah. I just basically just performed a Google search in the Roblox toolbox and like, Google, bring me this, and then just slapped it in the map.
Google.com, please give me church so I can roleplay as Mario praying to God.
Oh yeah, there's a church. I don't know why I added this. I wasn't even like that religious as a kid. I'm just like, you know what? I'll put a church in here. Why the
I want like
this
I want Bowser to like get up on the sermon and talk it to all the neon colored Kirby's all about the Lord.
True.
I'm trying to remember like all of the characters that were on there, because there was like Mario and Sonic. I think there were like My Little Pony that I never saw people use.
Oh yep, there was My Little Pony. There was a lot of characters. Whenever I show the I have the map, and I believe I have the scripts too, so I can show off like every single character.
I was so scared when I found the re-upload, like, is this script not gonna work? I don't know how Roblox was, because I play a lot of old multiplayer games, like old PC game bullshit.
Yeah.
And there's always that fear when you find a custom map of like, did this require a script that I need to fucking like hunt for? Like the goddamn like national treasure.
Yeah, whenever I started giving out the old Roblox place files for tech, basically I included the scripts, because otherwise it's like, what's the point? It's just the map. I think having that piece of history is really nice.
Yeah, because like there's like the giant pill. I don't know if I sound insane for this, but like the spawn area in the more modern version I played always
Yeah.
reminded me of like in Mario Galaxy. There's the giant pill in Good Egg Galaxy. Whenever I went inside it, I always thought of that damn pill.
Oh my god. I don't even think I had that in mind when I made it. I think my main thing was like, okay, so like what if a bunch of people spawn in the game at once? I'm gonna make it really tall so that doesn't like people don't overflow the spawn area.
It's a vibe.
And it worked, but it was so it worked, but I think it looks like shit in hindsight. Hold on, okay, I'm gonna open up the 2015 plays.
I would not say it looks like shit. I think it's got a strong vibe to it. There's like something very specific to Roblox, where it's like it's higher. It's like early 2010s, so like it's more powerful than like an old PC game, but it's also like made by children, so it's got this.
True.
It has this vibe of like, realistic textures, but like kind of shitty in like these super blocky
It's like
environments.
really mishmashed.
Yeah.
Nobody knows how to do anything.
This is my home. I always joke to my friend like,
Yeah.
if I could ever, you know, do like make a like a first person shooter, I want a deathmatch map based off of the fucking tech like hub with the three roads and like the shop that I used to sit in that shop like playing as like a shopkeeper character and just wait there for like 20 minutes, just waited for somebody to come in.
Oh my god. There's a bunch of these characters. There's a bunch of Kirby characters, Dragon Ball, there's some Dragon Ball, Toho. So I was requested a lot to add Toho characters, but I didn't know shit about Toho, so I'm like, okay. And then I went on the Spriter's resource and just searched up like Toho sprites, and I was like, alright, I guess I'll add these guys.
That's fucking great.
A lot of the sprites I actually just nabbed off a Spriter's resource, and back then I didn't really like think about crediting some of them because some of them are custom.
We need to get like the government to fund Spriter's resource. Like that's like a national like.
It's really funny because like Nintendo uses it.
It saved my parents' marriage.
Nintendo uses it like in Mario Maker.
Did you also see that like Super Mario Bros. Post about like?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It makes sense on why it's been up for so long and been like pretty much fine. Considering Nintendo also fucking uses it,
yeah,
a lot of people use it.
I think they're just like, you know what, the people need like the Sonic battle sprites on the Spriter's resource. I think are like have done more than like any art college or like art school in the world.
Oh shit!
Oh, there's you.
I don't know what happened.
Let's Lucy that awesome Roblox Sona. Oh yeah, it's cubular.
Yeah, there it is with the shitty lighting. I fucked up. I tried going to the next page and then the script broke, I think. Let me try again. Can I go to the next page? Nope. Okay. Well, we can't see the second page without me going to fix it. Hold on, give me a second. This is so broken.
It's awesome.
I made this whenever I was first like getting into Roblox scripting, and I was like, dude, I'm so good at scripting. I wasn't.
That's such a beautiful mood though, of like when you first learn a skill and you're like, I'm a fucking genius, and then 5 years later you're like, this barely works.
Yeah, like I know a lot better scripting now, but like I kid you not, like half of the scripts in this game are just else if statements. It was just yandere deadline.
Have you? This just looks as a specific meme, but like, you know that like, God, I wish there was an easier way to do this image of like the million else ifs.
Yes.
There's like a version of that, but like Christmas, where it's like, God, I wish there was a jollier way to do this, and it's like, if naughty then nice, if nice then naughty. It's a million times.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh, that was disgusting. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about
the music
IDs. None of this probably works anymore because of the copyright hellscape that was like a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Because Nintendo came on and was like, you can't have any Nintendo things anymore.
Nuh-uh.
And it was a little sad, especially because like a lot of it was mostly Pokemon and Mario that got taken down.
That's very sad.
Yeah, I think like. Oh wait, I don't remember.
Oh my god,
none of this shit works.
I forgot about the backpacks. The character I always played as.
Backpacks.
I don't remember if I told this in the video, but like I used to play as like I saw a guy in the game that was like a blue Kirby that like had like a guy that he talked to in his earpiece. He worked for like the government or something. And I interacted with him.
Oh, you did talk about that. I thought that was so funny.
And I thought like, oh, that's cool. And the day after, I just became that guy. I just stole it entirely. And that was the character
took his role.
I played as for years.
Oh my god. You just stole somebody's OC.
I just stole somebody's OC.
More power to you.
Second interview, if anybody played as the blue Kirby that had the guy in his earpiece, well, that's the next interview I'm doing.
Let me see. The lighting is so fucked up. I have to fix it.
Oh my god. Yes, here we go.
Okay. Now it's actually what it used to look like.
Hell yeah.
Because Roblox changed so much over the years.
Yeah.
Both for the better and for the worse. It's such a mixed bag.
Absolutely. Because Roblox is like, the way I describe it to people is that like, it's like my two... Because I love finding like weird obscure bullshit made by like passionate like freaks and weirdos, and like Roblox is a ton of that. But it's also just like the most like corporate slop nightmare in the world. It's like the two extremes.
It's gotten
like
so
living
bad.
together.
Ever since it was I think it's like since 2018, things have just not been the same.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's a bunch of hidden areas around the map. I actually showed a hidden area to somebody the other day.
Oh, really?
And they were like, I didn't know that was there.
Yeah, there's probably stuff I haven't seen. Oh shit.
There's a hidden area down here.
What's this? Oh my god.
So one of the admins,
you know what?
she had this little area.
I completely forgot about this. I think someone showed me this
sword.
before, like in the game, in like a role play. They were like, "Follow me," and I was like, "What the?" My mind was blown. It was like, see, like, it was beautiful. Holy shit! That I completely. That's crazy.
So, the lore behind this, it was one of the admins like sword rooms, and this is the sword.
A sword room.
Yeah, it's called. This sword is apparently called the Atheist. But,
the what?
The Atheist. Not atheist,
okay.
but like atheist. The atheist sword. I get the slang caught with it.
The atheist sword.
But
that's awesome.
Yeah. There's that, and then everyone knows about the admin hallway. That's like hidden.
Oh yes, the admin hallway.
Yes,
this was another place that someone showed me.
I don't know what
once.
happened to it though, because it didn't always look like.
I remember
this. I don't know what happened.
I remember exactly when I found this. I was playing a Sonic the Hedgehog, and somebody took me and was like, "Sonic, I can give you the ultimate weapon." It like you put your hand in the machine and it creates the weapon that you most desire.
Oh my god, that's great.
It goes hard. It's like, and I think I just picked like I wanted like a shotgun with a blade on it because it was cool.
Oh my god. Okay, there's this. I forgot about this area entirely. The Pokemon Stadium.
I remember this. Oh my god, I think it was here where like the funniest like 13-year-old interaction ever. Me and my friend were role playing, and there was a moment. There's two funny moments of this. Is that we were pretending to fight like Metaton, and Metaton was like, "I have achieved a new transformation," and they go even cooler, and they go, "I'm no longer Metaton." Prepare yourself for this. I'm no longer Metaton EX. I'm Metaton EY.
I was expecting Metaton EXE.
I became Metaton EY, which means fucking nothing. And that was like the cliffhanger. And then the day after, I was like, all right, we're continuing this. And my friend said, "Can we not find Metaton? I saw porn of him. I don't want to think about him anymore."
That's so funny.
It's the most like 13-year-old thing ever. Of like I saw his butt on the internet. I don't want no more roleplay with him.
So, funny story about how I got introduced to Undertale. It was this very game.
Oh, really?
People started like roleplaying as Undertale games. Not Undertale games. People started roleplaying as Undertale characters, and one of the admins was like, "Have you heard about Undertale?" And I'm like, it doesn't look like my thing. And then I tried it out, and then it became my hyperfixation for the next 7 years.
It'd be like that. I found it from... There was like a source filmmaker YouTuber I watched, and like they just uploaded a video about Sans and Papyrus doing a funny thing, and it was the person that did the voices in 2015. You probably know what I'm fucking talking about.
Oh my
fucking
god.
Paper Mario Wiki. It was like an SFM animation.
Them! Oh my god. She's trans.
Yeah, she goes by Scout now, and like she's funny, but like. It was that like made me discover what Undertale is.
Oh my
It's crazy.
god. Oh, I don't know what the hell this is. I think it's one of the admin statues. I don't know how this got here.
Green slop.
Oh, that's the fucking attachments.
Oh, I see.
Green slop. Holy shit.
Oh my god, I'm sorry. I've been
It's
I got really sick last week, and I'm cured now, but like I still have like a nasty cough.
Oh yeah, this area. This one I remember adding because it was basically just this map except without this area, and I'm like, if this is small, I gotta make it bigger, so I added this. And my main thing was like, there was no desert. I gotta add a desert, guys. So I added a desert. And fucking, I was really into Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, so I added a puzzle where if you click this star, a doorway would open up.
And wow, I never knew about that. That's crazy.
Yeah, and then there was this waterfall.
That looks like fire.
Yeah. And then this would lead to the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon cave where real Pokemon Mystery Dungeon fans will understand. But basically, it's the fucking cave where in Explorers, where if you go at the end, there's this giant gem. If you try to pull it off the wall, it causes a waterfall that pushes you out. I really loved Mystery Dungeon. I wanted to include a piece of it.
I understand.
So there was that.
Yeah, I mean, it's just very cool. Like, there is this is like, I coined a term in another video of like pragmatic spaces. It's like kind of a form of liminal space where it's like a area that very explicitly is made for a purpose, and when you remove that purpose, it becomes like strange. And that's how I feel about this, of how like this, like, guys will live here and say that they're fine. Like,
yeah.
It's like a very like, again, a pragmatic space because it's designed for just like interactions to happen as opposed to like feeling like a place that's like lived in.
Yeah. And it ended up feeling so lived in because of other people just existing here.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
You could just find, like, in the peak of the server, you could just like find people in every building doing some stupid shit. Like, I just one day walked in to like the apartment, like go behind you, like the giant silver like apartment building.
Oh yeah,
that
this
one.
hotel.
It's a hotel. I walked in and just two people were just pretending to play Smash Brothers on a TV. And like it was children would just do anything. Like they were just like fully acting out like a full game of like Smash 4 because that just came out.
So funny.
And it's like just like I don't like you have so much people say that children have no patience. No, they have too much patience. They will do fucking anything.
It's true. Oh, here's another secret area. So this sandbox leads to a tunnel, and there's this area. I don't remember why this was made. This map was actually made in collaboration with a lot of the admins and my friends. So half of it I don't remember. Most of it I do. I think a lot of it was just like we have like themes. We have like the fucking winter area, normal area, forest, volcano because volcanoes are cool.
Volcanoes are cool.
The beach. I remember back whenever I made this, I was like bragging on a couple of servers, being like, I modeled this beach after the beach that I visited all the time as a kid, and it's because of this tree that people. Yeah, I was like 14.
It's like, oh my god, my childhood.
And I'm talking like my childhood is over.
Yeah, I mean when you're that 14's like basically like you got it, you got everything you need.
You got it. Yeah. Fucking. I
don't know if you remember this, but like on the topic of the beach, like I always remember there was a moment where like I remember specifically reading that like admins couldn't do like RP event shit, but I remember one day I think one of them just like snapped and went, fuck it, I'm gonna do whatever, and like a giant Arceus just appeared on the coastline, and like half of the people were playing along with it, including me, and then the other half are like, dude, you can't fucking, like, admins can't do this, fuck off. It was hilarious.
I remember that. I remember hearing about this, so I think I know the admin in question. I haven't talked to like half of the crew in like so long. We've all moved on, but like
that's fair.
I remember I told them they can do events and stuff and whatever in the server as long as like people are encouraged to like either participate or not. They can do whatever as long as like you're not forcing it on people. And
Okay.
There were basically like no guidelines other than just don't force people into it.
Okay.
So
yeah.
that would just lead to people doing whatever the hell they want. And in hindsight, I think that's really funny.
I think that's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the one thing that I kind of regret about tech in general is like, I had this because I was a stupid 14-year-old. I had this phase where I hated anything cringe.
Oh, of course.
People would like
hand
ask
in hand.
yeah, people would ask me, "Hey, can you add Five Nights at Freddy's to tech?" And I had a huge hate boner for FNAF for some reason. So I'm like, "No, it's cringe and it's stupid." But it's
Did you
not
ever
my
apologize to
place
Freddy? Did you ever apologize to Freddy?
I'm sorry, Freddy Fazbear, for my sins of the old.
Bring him out, and then like a door opens and like Freddy Fazbear walks in and he's like, "I forgive you too," and you hug.
And then we hug, and then I tell him I never played a FNAF game still.
I think I played some when I was like very young, and I just remember them being alright. My best buddy Roxy is like really into them.
I could tell by the name. I'm kidding.
What do you mean you can tell by the name? Oh, because
Roxy's a character.
No. They had that name before. They had that name before before the MILF Wolf came out.
Oh God. I'm so sorry for them.
Yeah. No. This is like a lot. I'm very happy to hear all of this info. I guess basically just like standard interview questions of like what made you shut it down, and then what did you like work on afterwards? Like, what was your big project after?
Okay, since I'm done showing shit off for here. So basically, what shut it down was, in 2020, Nintendo came along, and they were like, there was like a mass like wave of content getting removed off of Roblox because Nintendo caught wind of a lot of the stuff, and they basically were going around DMCAing a lot of stuff, or getting rid of a lot of stuff. And tech was one of those things that actually got hit with it. And it was really? It was both like a blessing and a curse, because a blessing for me because me and the admins were so tired of running it because the community unfortunately was so bad.
Oh, I cannot my dearest sympathies, because when the fucking micro community is like full of teenagers, it's like every other week is like another big drama moment of like he shed fucking so she shed shit.
So in 2018, basically what happened was I kind of got chased out of my own community because, long story short, somebody posted their suicide letter in a vent channel, which in hindsight was like, it was a horrible idea to put a vent channel in a fucking Discord, but like, in a public Discord. But, somebody posted their suicide letter in there. Nobody said anything to the admins, and I got pissed because nobody said anything. I'm like, why didn't anybody, like, say anything? And then that got twisted into being like, oh, you want kids to, like, try and talk down a suicidal person. But also, I'm also a kid, so, like, what are you talking about?
Oh my god, fucking teenagers.
Yeah, and then, somebody in there who later down the line turns out to have faked having DID. That's a whole story I don't know the entire thing about.
I remember hearing about this. Yes, please continue.
Yeah, I don't know the whole specifics. I just know that apparently they faked DID. But I know that, this person, like, they used their alter to shit on me, saying, like, I forget specifically what they said, but I remember being really upset by it, to the point where I'm like, okay, I'm done with tech, I'm leaving the Discord, who wants tech, like, to my admins, and one of them stepped up saying, like, I can take it over, and I'm like, thank you, and I give them Teen Create so they can modify the place, and I basically just left it for 2 years, and then when Nintendo came and, like, DMCA'd it, in 2020, it was like, finally the curse is lifted.
I'm free. It's like when you fucking destroy like an object that has a piece of someone's soul in it, and they just wither away and die immediately. It's like, I'm free now.
Literally.
I get to die now.
Yeah. When that happened, when that happened, people were like, "Oh my god, what about the map? What's gonna happen?" And people started privately asking me for the map, and I was like, "Yeah, why not?" I was still a little cagey about it at the time. 3 years later, I eventually was like, you know what? Fair enough. I'll like put it on my website, and I started linking people who would ask to that page, and eventually people stopped asking. So I'm assuming either they know where to get it now, or they just like Google the epic crossover map on like the Internet Archive.
That's great. And then so after that, just like what were the projects that you got up to?
Oh wait, hold on. My mom came in my room.
Oh, that's fun. That's we're still young, folks. We're still young. No, just like what did you get up to like after that whole thing ended?
So, by the time I gave like tech to one of my friends who basically took it over, I was already moving on. By the time the shutdown happened, I didn't really do much on Roblox for the most part anymore. Like I did stuff once in a while, but I think my main focus was just trying to make a 3D Undertale roleplay, which I kind of like discontinued because I just kind of like I got really busy.
Those fucking 3D
yeah.
roleplays. I remember. Do you remember this one? Because I guess we're still talking about Roblox.
Yeah.
We'll talk about other things eventually, gang. Don't worry. There was this like 3D Mario one that I played all the time as a kid that had like actually really impressive recreations of Mario locations. Like there was the full weapons factory from the end of Mario RPG and like the final boss arena, and it was fucking crazy. And I can't find this now. So get in the comments if anyone knows what the fuck I'm talking about and can like find an archive of that, because that shit was crazy. Like
I might have. I only know a couple of places. I know there's a game called Storybook Roleplay. That one has, and then there's also another game called, I think, Paper Mario Roleplay. They're both Paper Mario based, to my knowledge. But I don't remember if that might have it, because I know there's like mostly Paper Mario areas. I know some of them probably had like Super Mario RPG areas, but I don't remember.
Yeah, no,
because I fell out of like the crossover roleplay community at that point.
Oh man, I think I jumped ship pretty quickly to one ran by a friend at the time, and that is just like a whole other fucking can of worms that I even barely remember because I was like a little white baby. I was a little white baby in my.
Oh my god.
But I mean, yeah, just like what. I'll ask this for the millionth fucking time. What did you do afterwards?
Shit, I have not answered that. I'm so sorry.
No, people want more of you. They want to like pretend that you're their friend through this.
Well, I've done like so much shit. Like if I had to like rattle off like 5 things I've done within the past year, I guess past 5 years. Well, for one, I got on Siva Gunner, I think, in like 2018. I was in the Siva Gunner art team. I mean, I still am. My main thing is like I worked on King for Day 1 and 2.
That's really cool.
So I did that, and then I also work on Team Switch Thunder Swap, that funny fan game. What else? It's an Undertale fan game. Fuck. What else did I do?
Team Switch Thunder Swap is really funny because my good friend Torio, like, was really early on. They contacted her like, hey, can we use like your tree sprite? And she said, yeah, sure, whatever. And then like years later, she played it and she saw herself in the credits and was like, what the fuck? What did I do for this? I don't remember this. It was
Yeah.
crazy. My friend, good buddy Torio Dere, go follow them.
Fucking I managed the Pizza Tower wiki now.
Yeah, that was another really impressive thing that I found is lead Pizza Tower wikisman.
Yeah. What happened there was I saw that Pizza Tower wiki was moving from fandom to Mirahis, and I'm like, I gotta make sure what happened to the Undertale wiki doesn't happen to this one. So then I started like contributing to hell, and I was contributing so much in a short amount of time. They were like, you know what? Why don't you just become an admin? And I'm like, yeah, all right.
You take it. It's yours. Do whatever.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember what else I did. Oh yeah. I appeared as a guest artist on the Ed's World comics. I did like 4 of them.
That's very cool.
Yeah. fucking... There's just so much shit I've done. I kind of, like, forget half of it.
There was an Undertale comic you did, right?
Oh, yeah, I have my own AU for Undertale.
Yeah.
It's called Marlette. It's basically, like... The fucking premise is so silly. It's basically Sans and Toriel have a child without sex.
That's the part that always made me laugh, is that you always had to like, specify it, like, as much as you could, like, they do not fuck, they do not fuck, they do not fuck.
I think it's really funny because it became a running joke, and, because, like, it is important that they didn't fuck, but it's also, like... Part of it was also because I just headcanoned Sans as asexual. Like, I love the ship, but I'm like, that guy cannot fuck.
He cannot. No, absolutely. I don't like.
He's not allowed.
he's not able to. I feel like he started the rumor about the lightsaber penis.
He probably would have.
He started that rumor just for fun and continues to deny it to this day.
It's true.
That's absolute, like. Forgive my crassness, is like, I think Sans lightsaber penis really is like a showcase of like how far people will go just for like an autistic carnal desire of just like, I want Sans Undertale to top me. I need to figure out the biology of this.
It's really funny.
And then that ended up with like the blue ton, which is not a thing at all.
Oh my
God. And like that the blue ton curse still to this day, because like fucking years later we got like Benry from Half-Life VRAI who people also draw with like the fucking blue ton, and it's like, this is not the same character. You're insane.
I think it's really funny because I cannot imagine Sans opening his mouth at all. Like,
he can't.
I just can't see it. I cannot see it.
There's a lot of great videos now about like how Sans was misinterpreted by the fandom. I think generally people get his bit now, but like the way that people see Sans and Papyrus in like such different ways is so fucking
It
hilarious.
was genuinely so bad. I even made a video, but also I was in that phase where I had a weird and twisted relationship with depression. So I had this like stupid like claim that Sans Undertale wasn't depressed because I hated like people making him out to be like sad and mopey, and I thought that's what depression was at the time. So I'm like, Sans Undertale is not depressed. He's not sad and he's not crying. So shut the fuck up.
And how old were you at this point? Just for clarification.
I was let me look at my YouTube channel because it's still sitting there, and I made a pinned comment. I'm like, actually, I think he has depression. This was just stupid of me to say.
I understand completely.
Hold on. Let's see, videos. This was 4 years ago. So, I'm thinking, because I'm 22 now. Let me see, 2020, so, it was in April, so I was 17.
That's really funny, because I had a similar thing. It wasn't as bad as that, but in the Undertale Pulse 2 video, I went on a rant about Kara, that the intention of the thing that I wanted to say was that people just straight up lie about Kara, and I've had people like regurgitate Nara Kara as fact to try and prove that they are like not actually a bad person. That's the thing that I wanted to say, but how it came off is like, I hate 10-year-olds. And like it sounded like, you know, that fucking post of like the people that like hate Mabel in Gravity Falls because she's like a 12-year-old girl that acts like one. It kind of came off as that, which was not at all the intention, and I really regret that because I promise I'm not that type of person who like despises like 10-year-olds for acting like 10-year-olds. I don't actually care about like if Kara is forgivable or some shit like that.
Yeah.
I just didn't like the people were lying to me.
That's fair. I like to think Kara's a very great character, so it kind of pissed me off that a lot of people were like making them out to be evil or like purely good or whatever. So I had a very complicated relationship with the Undertale fandom.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I can fully understand. So after I like after Marlette, after like so actually this is I'm really curious to ask you about this because you do a lot of multi fandom stuff. You do work for Undertale and Pizza Tower, and you mentioned Edgeworld Comics.
Mm.
You clearly have a strong grasp on a lot of different art styles,
Yeah.
and I'm curious about what do you think about the current state of fandom culture. Where do you think that like younger artists are like more talented than ever because it feels like in some ways that like any brain rotted enough teenager can just effortlessly study and steal like anyone's style. Like you look at the Pizza Tower modding scene and people are just going
It's
fucking nuts with it,
really,
and it's like
really impressive.
do you think there's any truth to that of like teenagers are getting like more talented in the modern day, and do you think there's any truth, and like what do you think of like that current state of fandom culture where like people like the Friday Night Funkin' scene can just like effortlessly recreate fucking anything the official devs post.
Yeah, so I do think there is some truth to it because if you think about it, there's a lot more resources now than there ever has been like 10 years ago. And that allows people to easily like get into these things, learn about how to like do these things, and then create it for themselves. Like there's so many like I know Phantom Arcade made a Flash tutorial at some point, like how to animate, and I know that helped a lot of people. It helped me get into Flash CS6 for a little bit before I just switched to Adobe Animate.
Like a fucking normal person.
Yeah, fuck it. I do think there is genuinely some truth to it, but like a lot of it just comes down to there's just so much more resources now. There's a lot more like understanding about like shit like programming, for example, because 10 years ago I barely knew anything about scripting because a lot of the documentation that existed was genuinely dog shit. I didn't understand anything. I would read it like 10 times over and be like, I don't know what this does. But now there's so much more like better documentation about these things. So it's a lot easier to like understand how to like do any of this stuff.
That's very interesting, yeah, because like I know absolutely there are like so many methods now of like because they're like you mentioned Siva Gunner, and like this like Siva Gunner has started a massive movement of finding samples and like instruments from video game OSTs, and now like for the express purpose of like putting fucking Snow Halation in Donkey Kong Country 3 Dixie Kong's Double Trouble, my favorite Super Nintendo game. and like and it just started this massive like archivist movement to like find the best ways to recreate this, and then we have people like I think his name was like Jam and Sam Miller who just do like full restorations of like Donkey Kong Country music, and it's crazy. And like that type of stuff was just not on the internet like 10 to 15 years ago or in the world.
Yeah.
And so that like there is truth to that of just like it's because obviously, like, to a certain extent, you know, fucking life sucks, everyone's gonna fucking die 2020 bad. But, like, it is one of the best times to be a hobbyist, like, ever, because there is so much info and, like, tech out there to help you understand this kind of stuff. Like, me and my friend Lilith were, like, freaking out a while back, because, like, they were, like, there's this, Sonic Rollblast 2 mod that adds Pepino into it, and, like,
that one.
this person was posting sprites for it, and it was, like, how, like, I think Lilith said, like, what level of brain rot do you have where you can see an animation of Pepino and think about it in, like, full 3D and draw all of the directions of it to fit in SRB2?
It's really cool. I'm really happy that people are able to like create all of these things, especially like now, because like you would not find this shit 10 years ago.
Absolutely.
You would not find it.
Like, there's something I asked my sister, who's like a really talented artist, is like, have artists on the internet gotten better? Because it feels like you so many great artists now are like fucking 15 to 16, and it's crazy.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I guess we can like segue like into like the crazy stuff people are doing. Like what are you up to like right now? Like what are like the things you're working on now, or like stuff you're excited to do?
I'm mainly just working on the Pizza Tower wiki, trying to organize it because it is a mess from when it was ported from fandom.
I understand.
I also just mainly focus on like helping out on the projects that I'm on. There's a couple of things I'm on. There's Preparing With, that's a web series. I help with that.
No shit, you're on
also
Preparing with Pepino?
Yar.
Dude, that's like really impressive stuff. What do you do on it?
I did some storyboarding. I did a couple of captions. What else did I do? I'm a director on it, but I don't feel like I do enough directing. But I think that's just me talking.
That's fair, yeah, totally. Because the kind of the catalyst of this is that I think I once talking about you to my girlfriend, and I said like, yeah, SuperKirbyLover, they're like a fandom ghost that like will appear when you call their name and just will like do a bunch of insane shit for like a ton of small random projects. They're like, you're like this kind of like, it's hard to describe because like it's not like a celebrity or something like that, but like this just really talented person just kind of like appearing in random places when you know where to look, and it's always like really delightful to see.
That's awesome. I've had people say that I'm just everywhere. I remember one of my friends, they like ran into like mentions of me on like fucking, I think it was like, I forget where, but they were like, SKL, what the fuck is your reach? And like, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean that like I mentioned the as a joke like the concept of the Renaissance Man, but like that's the Renaissance Man now is like young adult autistic artist that like works in multiple fandoms.
It's true.
And yeah, it's just really impressive, and like it's always like so fascinating to see what you're getting up to.
Yeah, because I always get really like flattered when people say like, oh my god, tech is like my childhood, oh my god, I remember you from like 10 years ago or some shit, because especially with tech, because I was just fucking around as a kid. I didn't expect it to become this huge thing, and even years later I still get really surprised when people say stuff like they remember like these things fondly, or like they love looking at my work and stuff, and I'm just like, you mean it? You really mean it?
Is that your fucking like? Is that the fucking Noisette voice for the Co-op Deluxe mod?
Yeah. Oh yeah. You mean it? You really mean it?
That's beautiful.
Fuck.
Yeah, that's one that like, I had a Pizza Tower character pack, not the one that you made, on my Co-op Deluxe server. And when I saw that you were working on one, I had to check, like, do not fucking tell me that you also made the one that I have, or I'm gonna throw up. And you didn't. But, like, yeah, when that shit came out, I downloaded it, and it's part of my little collection now, which is fun.
Have you seen the other ones that I've done? I've done, Sans and Papyrus, I did
Yes,
Brian Griffin.
because half the I got so mad when I found out you did the Brian Griffin one, because I didn't download that. I just had that, like, so I don't check the Co-op Deluxe like forum a ton, but I check it occasionally. And so me and another friend group were playing Co-op Deluxe, and they were joking about the Brian Griffin mod, and I was like, oh, that's funny. And then like a few days later, I'm like, I want to play Co-op Deluxe. So we checked the mod forums, and I fucking saw Brian Griffin by guess who. And I was like, no, get out of my life now. You're a demon. I hate you. Stop. It was like I'm gonna send you a video. Hold on. I'm gonna put this in the edit. Future Gabri just put this in. What's it called? Here we go. It's called Gabri Finally Cracks. I made this for my girlfriend because I was going actually berserk over this.
Oh my god, let me take a look.
Leave me alone!
Yeah, it's to transcribe. It's the edit of like Akira boom, but it's like a bunch of just random shit that you've made, and that's how I felt in the moment. It made me go mad.
I'm everywhere.
You were ever? That's okay. So I think I'm comfortable talking about like. So there was this is the most like parasocial thing I've ever done in my life. Please, just brace yourself. Is that I talked about Epic Crossover in the Undertale Fossa 2 video. In the video before that, it was on Ring Racers, and I was talking about how many mods for SRP2.
Oh yeah, I actually watched that right before this, because I'm like, I've seen your videos around, but I never like got the time to sit down and watch them. So I saw the Ring Racers one, like 16 minutes, it won't be long, and I saw like the fucking post of my noise mod, and I'm like, that's me, Gary. There I am.
Yeah, so there's that, and then in the video after on B3313, I briefly mention Mars 4 Co-op Deluxe, and you can see the Pizza Tower mod that you made, and that was all going to culminate in a video I am never making in the history of my life that was going to have a section about you. And I had like a sit down with myself. I went, Gabri, there's no way you can do this without looking like a psychopath that is stalking this person. We're gonna never make this video.
I promise you, if you do it, I will allow you to do it. I think it's really funny.
You're not allow me to fucking just try and sneak you into every video again? That's gonna be my...
I think it'd be really funny.
Because you want the fucked up part? I'm making a video on Ribbit, and while I mentioned this in the comment, while I was fucking writing it, I was like, I should check the credits for this, and I saw you, and I almost wanted to fucking cry. Because I was like, I'm not trying to do the bit anymore! Leave me alone!
You're not even trying, I'm just everywhere.
Everywhere. It makes me... Oh my god, I'm glad that, like... Because that was because I always had this, like, fear in my head of, like, you were gonna find out and think that I'm like some fucking weirdo.
No, I think it's really funny.
Okay, there's no way in the... Because I said to myself, like, there's no way in the world... I wanted to... Oh my god, I wanted to get you for a stream, but I didn't have the time. There was this okay, so I've been playing through, like, the Sonic series linearly, and all of my closest friends know this. I wanted to do a bit where there was one stream that's the hero story, and it's me and a couple of my friends, and I wanted to do for the dark stream, I wanted to be muted, and have you pretend to be me. And it would not be addressed for like 10 minutes until I come in and go like, who the fuck are you? I wanted to do that so bad, but I had no way of contacting you. I had my girlfriend DM you, like, you know, hey, we see you around a lot. Would you be open to meeting? And then Amber just told... I remember my girlfriend, she just told me, like, Gabri, I don't think this is gonna work, because I think that this just looks like we're being really parasocial. And I was like, yeah, this is never working. This is not fucking... This is insane.
I don't think I ever got that message.
Yeah, it was on Tumblr. You probably just, like, never even saw it.
Oh, Tumblr. Yeah, no, half of the messages on Tumblr either get eaten or, like, they just disappear into the void.
Yeah, that's... So, you know, Shadow the Hedgehog's coming up. So if you want to be on for the Shadow the Hedgehog stream, you know, just let me...
I think it'd be really funny.
You want to do... Fuck yes, okay. That's it.
It'd be funny.
Get fucking ready for that. I hate that game so much. Are you into Sonic at all? I hate that game.
I am.
Okay. Yeah.
I am a huge Sonic fan. I used to hyperfixate on it a lot, but I don't have any of my old... I have barely any of my old art of Sonic, so I can't really, like, prove it, quote unquote. But, like,
in line to sound cool.
I have so many hours on Sonic Adventure 2 alone.
Is that I think my favorite...
It is my favorite game.
My favorite Sonic right now is, I think, Adventure 1. But I respect the Adventure 2.
Adventure 1's also really, really good.
Yeah, actually, now I'm very curious. What do you think of Sonic Heroes?
I also really like it. I never beat it, though, because I got, like...
That's fair.
Frustrated,
Sonic Heroes... I actually really appreciated it once when I did the stream of it, and I was like, wow, I now understand why people have this as a favorite.
Yeah.
Instead of just thinking that they're insane. But there is, like, it is just so... The levels feel like eating a cheeseburger, and it's like, wow, that was just such a delicious, yummy burger. And the game goes, alright, so we got 2 more? Can you eat these? And it's like, these are tasty, but... Can I go can I leave this Burger King? No. Eat 3 of them. They go on for so long. I felt, you can see me, like, slowly become the Joker as the Sonic Heroes streams progress.
I think what's even worse is that it's the same burger. There's no variety, which, like, it works for some people, but, like, you're eating the same burger 4 times.
It's crazy. No, I do like Sonic Heroes a lot, but I love it in moderation.
Yeah. You gotta, like, pace yourself with it.
You really do. I Rose Story, and then I waited like a long time to do the next one because I think I got sick in between Rose and Sonic.
Holy shit. I just forget. Like, I'll be playing Sonic Heroes, and then, like, I'll just forget to continue playing. Like, I'll be halfway through Sonic Story, and then I forget.
That's fair. Since I've been streaming, I've been doing a lot more, I've been beating way more games, but I've been replaying a lot less because of how streaming works. So, like, basically now it's just like whenever it's like, I need to beat... I'm fucking bored. I need to play. I'm just gonna fucking beat Rayman 3 again in like 4 hours because I've played that game so much that like it's just nothing to me now.
It's funny.
Yeah. I guess this is a very good segue question. Is just like we asked about what you're doing creatively and like what stuff you're up to, but like what's been tickling your fancy at the moment? What like media are you into, or just like hobbies that you've been dabbling in?
Well, if you're looking at my Discord profile picture,
it's Pizza
you can
Tower.
probably
It's
guess. It's Anton Bless. I'm just kidding. It's Pizza Tower.
Yeah, pizza. It's great.
Pizza Tower's living in my brain.
It's a great game.
Rent free. I will say, slightly related to Anton Blast. Did you know that in the Summit Sphere Discord server, there is a channel called Only Post This Banana, and that's because of me, because I made a GIF of Bananton, and
I hate you.
I posted it. Tony Grayson was like, "If you send a transparent version, I'll make it an emote." And I'm like, "Yeah, all right."
That's awesome.
And then he made it an emote, a sticker, and he made a fucking channel dedicated to it.
That's very funny. Fuck you though. But no, yeah, like Pizza Tower is great. It's always like because I like, it's just like it's just like the perfect video game that I want to like find, of just like really strong style and like memorable characters, like a really solid core gameplay loop. Like it's like that and like Cuphead and Plants vs. Zombies that I always think about, like this is the thing that I want to find.
Yeah, I remember I didn't know about Pizza Tower until like a couple of days before its release. One of my friends like sent me it and was like, "Eskil, I think you would like this." And I'm like, "It looks neat, I'll check it out." And then I was playing it and I'm like, "This is neat, I enjoy the characters." And then I got to floor 3 and it was over for me.
I love that because like I had a similar, so I played most of a lot of the demos up to release, and every single one I was like, it's whatever. This game's not clicking. Like every single one, I played like the Eggplant demo, and I was like, yeah, this game, I don't know, I don't think this is my thing. And I risked it all, and I bought the game on launch because I was like, maybe it's Peem this time, maybe it's toys this time, and then
maybe it's toys.
Now I have like over 300 fucking hours in it because I'm brain rot.
I think I have 216 hours.
Although some of that time is spent in the fucking like fan-made level creator, so it's probably like...
Oh, that checks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't really downloaded any mods, surprisingly enough. I would check them out once in a while. I think the most of them that I've ever done was just like a skin mod. But like I haven't really played anything like Lap 3 or like anything else. I've been wanting to, but I just keep forgetting.
I've dabbled a little. A lot of the mods are just like the same shit of like, we put back in Dragon's Lair and we added Pepperman and nobody's done this before.
I think the one that I'm most excited for is Final Round because of the doys.
Final Round just dropped like a devlog that I watched before this. Yeah, Final Round's really good, and like the Final Round team is like my friends forever because like the doysette. Not the fuck.
I love the doysette being just a fucking like made up figure. It's just a fucking crafts project.
The Noisette escape theme is heavily samples a song from one of my favorite games, Bust a Groove 2.
Ooh.
It has Heat's theme in it, and like whoever decided that, you're my third interview after the Blue Kirby person. You're my we're gonna be best friends now. I decided. Cause like that was like slop just for me. Cause like I'm an asshole, Curb. If you don't mind, you know me calling you Curb now. Is my new nickname?
Sure.
I'm an asshole. I really hyperfixate on like really old weird like PS1 and PC games, and like the only other people that care about it are like fucking 35-year-olds. so like I don't have many friends that like match my freak. So when I get serviced in terms fuck when I get fan serviced, it feels like nothing else is like a greater high than being unexpectedly fan serviced like that.
I feel that.
Like that made my entire day of like fuck yes, I love Bust a Groove. I love my slop. Everyone go play Bust a Groove. It's my favorite PS1 rhythm game. Most people talk about Parappa the Rapper, and I love that little dog. But Bust a Groove is just so much fun, and there's such great music. That's my preach. I'm gonna get all of the fucking weirdos that follow you in a Bust a Groove.
It'd be really funny.
I should just mention I've always wanted to if I ever make a beautiful heartbreakingly incredible indie game, I want to fill it with references to 3D Munchman and shit like that. So I really want to experiment with how I can change the course of history by putting stuff in my game that gives teenagers brain rot. If I put in a recipe, because if I put in a recipe for Serbian pancakes that my grandmother, my aunt used to make me, then are a bunch of college students gonna start making a fucking palachinka every week? Is that what's gonna happen? Because it's a really okay. It's this is put this on Preparing with Pepino. This is educational cooking advice. If you take 1 egg, 1 cup of flour, and 1 cup of milk, and just depending on the serving sizes, I do 3 or 4. Because it's always just 1, 1, 1. So 4 cups of flour, 4 cups of milk, 4 eggs, and mix that, and then put that in a frying pan. You will have so many yummy, delicious little pancakes.
Awesome.
It's a really good, easy to make treat. Put lemon juice and sugar on it, and it will taste like you just had sex for the first time, and you liked it.
Funnily enough, I just started learning how to cook half a year ago, I believe. So.
I thought you were gonna say I just started learning how to have
no.
sex.
Unfortunately for you, I am asexual.
Fuck! The interview's over. Get the fuck out of my house.
I laughed really hard when I saw that fucking clip, and whoever you are, I'm gonna have I'm giving you head, because I'm they're gonna be real disappointed about this one.
I'm not. First of all, I know I can't. You can't give. So giving head implies that the user has a penis, right? Mm-hmm. And so I can't. First of all, I don't want to. This as a note, I would prefer, but also you don't. Forgive me. I don't think you have one of those. I haven't checked. Yeah.
I just thought it was really funny. I'm they're gonna be real disappointed when they find out I'm asexual.
That's really funny because, again, Amber told me, Gabri, you really shouldn't have put that line in. Amber... and the whole time I was I hope SuperKirbyLover never watches this video ever, actually, because I don't want them to see me like this. I'm glad that you have a sense of humor about it, because I was so fucking terrified, if you ever commented, you would be, super, serious about, hey, listen, I'm very glad that you would enjoy my work, but you're fucking insane.
I like to think I have a sense of humor. I think if you're, just sticking around and it's clearly in good faith, and it's whatever, let's have a little gaff, a little goof.
Have a little gaff and goof. Here's for another interview question, here's, just, a question I just ask everyone just for fun. If you had to choose between fantasy or sci-fi, which one are you going? What team are you on? Are you team fantasy or sci-fi? That's
actually really hard, because if you asked me this 2 years ago, I probably would have said sci-fi. But now that I've started to diverse my taste a little bit, I'm I don't know which one I would pick. I guess if I had to, I would still pick sci-fi because I think about Portal. But
you fucking... God, I need to get real friends. I'm sorry, that's so mean.
No, it's funny. I guess I would pick sci-fi. I like the funny Portal games.
They're great games. I just because I think I'm team sci-fi because I think I can handle generic sci-fi slop better than generic fantasy slop.
Yeah. fucking
But at the same time, it's like the blandest fantasy is still like, oh, we're in a beautiful, like we're in like beautiful fucking New Zealand right now. Is like, oh, the grass is green.
true.
There's there's trees, and generic sci-fi is like the fucking slop factory.
Yeah. Unfortunately, with fantasy, the first thing I think of, especially because of recent controversies, is J.K. Rowling with Harry Potter, and I'm like, it's kind of been
Go. Okay. J.K. Rowling, if you're watching this, how you doing? Don't you should like just chill out, man. You should just chill out.
True.
You know, just like grab a margarita and just like hang with us.
That reminds me. I actually, as a kid, I remember watching like one Harry Potter movie, and I'm like, I don't know why people like this so much. I don't know why people like Harry Potter. I just don't get it. And I dodged a bullet because, later it turns out she's a fucking TERF. But I just saw it. I'm like, I don't see what people see in it, and I didn't care for it.
It's hard because one day I want to make a video about the really weird old Harry Potter PC games, and I just have to figure out how I'm gonna even approach the discussion, because I don't want to talk about Harry Potter. I want to talk about these weird old PC games that are based on Harry Potter. I mean, for like, genuinely, if you want. So I've been reading a lot more books lately, and I really like Discworld, and I really like Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. If you want like good fantasy that's also like really fucking funny, like I cannot recommend Discworld enough. I think I started with there's a lot of books. I started with Mort. I think Mort's a good entry point. It's just like a really good read if you're into like comedy and world building.
I love world building and I love comedy. I would eat that.
Yeah, no, like it genuinely changed how I write, because like it's the fact that like the world building is like an excuse to tell jokes, but it's also like really well done world building. So they'll like stick to their gags and like genuinely extrapolate on how this would work in this setting, and it's like just so well done and like really commendable. Like if you are a comedy writer, like go fucking read it, and like
hell yeah.
Yeah, and Hitchhiker's Guide I think for me Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy is funnier, but it's like less good with the world building. So it's like kind of, pick whichever. Both are just fucking go read both. Read more books. It like decreases your chance of getting dementia.
It's true.
But yeah, I like asking fantasy or sci-fi because you can really like feel someone's aesthetic.
It's true. For me, it's like I never knew what my aesthetic was. I struggled a lot with like finding what that is, because like Undertale is very fantasy. So a lot of the things that I like are also very fantasy, but like I never see them as fantasy because I associate fantasy with like fairies and
elf shit.
Elf shit, yeah. So I'm like, I don't know, it just doesn't strike fantasy to me.
Yeah, I guess Undertale.
And I also just really like science.
I guess Undertale would be fantasy, although it's kind of like I would also put it in like the toon category, because there's like a lot of like whimsical fantasy and sci-fi elements of like stuff like Metatone.
Yeah, it's very mixed.
And also like Pizza Tower is also very toon, because like it's obviously very like madcap old cartoon.
It's true.
I'm actually very curious. Have you ever, because it was a big inspiration for Pizza Tower, do you know anything about Earthworm Jim or Jazz Jackrabbit?
It's gonna be really funny when you hear this. No, I know nothing.
I really think that like, I mean, you're more of like an artist person, so it's not like, but like if you do mod work for Pizza Tower, person reading this, first off, are you single? Second off, I think more Pizza Tower level designers and modders should play Jazz Jackrabbit 2 specifically, because it's just a really good game, and like there's fun multiplayer and single player stuff. But also just like I think it's a really integral part of the level design, and you can kind of see how it mixes. Is the gameplay is best described as Wario Land X Jazz Jackrabbit. There's a lot of comparisons to Sonic, but it's not really like. It's not really Sonic, because Sonic's very, like, based on multiple paths and, like, physics and stuff, whereas Pizza Tower's, like, very, very linear.
Yeah, I think people only compare it because it's funny Fast Man.
Yeah, because you go fast. It more reminds me of Mario 64 in a way, because of how the moveset's based around only a couple core buttons, jump, grab, and run. and all of the moves are like combinations of that and the control stick, like in Mario 64 with like the fucking long jump, side flip, ground pound. Ooh. So I'm very brain rotted about like game design.
That's fair.
So that's what you're getting from me.
That's okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Uh.
And I pat you on the head.
So babe, after the interview, babe.
I'm sorry.
No, kitten. Daddy's interviewing.
Oh my god, that reminded me of the fucking Deku video. Like, we're not done.
Oh no! Stop! Why? Just every fucking. Oh my god! I hate you. I don't, but just like every. Oh my god! My friend Bella can fucking do that voice like perfectly, and it makes me upset.
It's so fucking funny. I don't even remember how I think my partner showed it to me, and I thought it was really funny. I already started saying sorry because of OKKO, even though I've never really like watched it in depth. And the fucking Deku video just like cemented it permanently for me.
That's so fucking horrid. We're not done.
I'm sorry.
Did Roblox add like voice chat from when I last played it?
They did. You have to verify your age with like a driver's license, but I don't know how. I didn't ever submit my license or anything, but I got it. I got verified somehow.
That's awesome.
And I have access to it, but I never use it.
Yeah, I mean, there's probably some hilarious clips of it online, but it's just like that. I don't want to deal with that shit. Roblox is fucking weird.
It is very, very weird these days.
Yeah. I guess speaking of things you're into at the moment, I mean, before this, like, while we were getting set up, you said, like, oh yeah, let me finish Ring Racers. Are you big into your rings?
I'm a big fan of Ring Racers. So I actually, when Ring Racers first released, I fucking hated it because
no, listen, I got into it and I was kind of like love and hate with it, and I saw your like blog post about it, and I felt like I just saw like 9/11 happen before my eyes. It was like so okay, just for clarification, I have borderline personality disorder. I kind of struggle with like if someone like disagrees with me, I'm like, can I really be friends with this person? And I just have to tell myself like, Gabri, shut the fuck up. So when I saw that, I was like, wait, do I actually not like you? Are you annoying?
Oh my god.
It was such a fucking BPD moment.
Like, I understand. Like, for me, the reason I really didn't like Ring Racers is just so many little things added up, and it really just, like, made me not want to touch it. Like, the tutorial being forced and, like, 2 hours long. And I just, like...
Yeah, because, okay, the thing about the tutorial is that it is bad. I think people like don't understand what's wrong with it, because the thing for me is that they talk about in the devlog about how like, you know, we tested this with like a bunch of people, from like gamers to non-gamers, from like children to the elderly, and I was like, that's cool, but you're making a Sonic fan game that's like a sequel to another game. This is already so niche, and like it's intended for like racing game veterans, that like I don't know why you thought that was a good idea to test it with like such a wide audience. That's like a thing that like a Mario game should do.
Yeah, I
think that like a tutorial more, because like people always say I'll make it shorter, but like I think Ring Racers devs, first off, are you single? Second off, I think that, like, Wario Land 4 has, like, one of the best fucking tutorials ever, because it's just, here's a big sign that tells you what the button and, like, the action, and just, like, do it.
Yeah.
And I think that's, like, such a breathless, like, way of, explaining what things do, and you can, like, figure out the mechanics yourself. And there's already the manual.
Yeah.
But, like, if anyone listening couldn't get into Ring Racers because of like how like much shit there is there, like give it some time, play it some more, and like kind of just learn to laugh at it, because it's still a zany kart racer.
Yeah.
But like it has enough mechanical depth to where it's like you can like lock in on it and get like super sweaty at it, but there's always like, I just got hit with a giant fucking cannonball, and you just kind of like have to laugh it off.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it fun, is that there's no RNG stuff, and like it's so like high skill based, is that there's a lot of mechanical depth to it that's like so fun to master, but there's always the bullshit.
Yeah.
And I think that's like the secret spice.
For me, I just had to give it a year, and then I came back to it, and a lot of my major problems with it were more or less fixed. Like,
yeah, there's also...
First release day, the AI was, like, really, like... The rubber banding on the AI, especially the rival AI, was really atrocious.
Absolutely.
And they dialed that down.
Like, that is...
Then they made it so you
They
can,
did just, like, make the game better.
Like, you can exit the tutorial at any time, at almost any time, which was super helpful. I still think it's really verbose, which is a little annoying. I feel like they could just kind of, like, give you a couple of test courses, show you how to do stuff, and then just, like, put you on your way. But, like, I also really like the way the characters are written, so it's really mixed for me.
That's the part that sucks, is that, like, there's so much cute characterization in it, and, like, I really love, like, the plot idea that, like, this is a timeline where Shadow actually died.
Yeah.
And so Eggman's, like taken up, you know, he's not doing stuff anymore. I just love the idea that it's, like, it's such a, like, an Eggman thing to be like, well, we have this new interesting power source we need to test. Put it in go-karts.
Yeah, it's really funny.
Put that shit in go-karts now.
The devs are huge SA2 fans, and I as a SA2 fan, am very appreciative of that.
Of course. Yeah, they know how to milk the nostalgia, but in a way only a true fan can.
True.
By having fucking the stupidest ass secret characters of, like, yeah, the prototype by Sega Technical Institute, that you know, bug guy, put him in the game.
I love Ring the Racer.
Ring the Racer is so fun, and he's my goat now. Because I've been really leaning towards the acceleration and handling characters. I used to be bottom right, now I'm top left. Went the full conversion.
I tried starting out with top left. I couldn't get into it. It frustrated me. And ironically enough, whenever the fucking Foot Racer Peppino mod, PTP Peppino, released, I tried playing with him, and it clicked with me. I'm like, he's my main now.
Yeah, that's all it takes, because, like, I realized how much I liked those when a pack came out with the kid from I Want to Be the Guy, and he's like I think a 1-5, so he's a B class, and he's really fun. He's the same slot as Choo Choo.
Holy shit. Yeah, Peppino's the same slot as Metal Sonic.
Yeah, which it does work. He's a heavy boy, and he's a fast boy.
Yeah, it's true.
No, it's a really fun game, and I have, like, over 100 hours in it now.
Yeah, I've been playing it a lot lately, trying to get a lot of the single player content. It's very fun.
Oh yeah, like, cause I have 100%. How like far are you into that?
I finally got so I got the first set of courses. I got the first page, all of it, and then I got the second page. Now I just need to work on the third page to get all the extras.
Oh, the Recycle Cup?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun. Yeah, that's very cute. The Racer's, like, #1 game for unlock bros like me. That was like the thing that kept me.
I love the unlocks.
Kept me going back is that I'm an unlock bro, and, like, if I can spend 20 hours in this multiplayer game alone by myself doing stupid shit to get all the characters and courses, I'm there. I'm there with like a fucking bells on. I'm in.
It's true. I love that the spray cans are unlockable. Like, it was a little dumb at first, but I'm like, you know what? I'll give it a chance. And then I just love I love unlocking things.
Are you an unlock bro with me?
Yes.
Okay. Reaches my hand out to you. Do you want to unlock things together?
Of course, senpai.
Don't call me that. That's just you're horror. Pepper spray. That was a good hurt noise.
Thank you.
No, I mean, just, like, it. I love, because I know some people didn't like that there's so much unlockables, but I'm #1 unlock bro. I'm there. I'm #1 unlock bro. One of my favorite games is Time Splitters Future Perfect. And, like, every few years or so, I'll be like, man, that game's so good. I'm gonna play the single player and play all the fucking arcade matches and challenges and get all the characters. That game's so fucking good. Oh my god, I love video. Okay, give me, like, we'll trade favorites. Give me, like, 10 favorite games.
Okay, here's my favorite games in no particular order: Pizza Tower, Undertale, Sonic Adventure 2. Sonic Adventure 1, Super Smash Bros. Brawl, What else? Minecraft. Fucking Super Mario Sunshine. Trying to think. I think Super Mario Odyssey. Pikmin 2.
Oh, I love Pikmin. Not Pikmin 2, that game hurts my balls, but like Pikmin is like a great. I assume that means you're a Pikmin 2 and 4 kind of guy.
Kind of. I kind of dislike 4 a little bit.
I fucking hate 4. It's a good game, but it hurts my balls.
I feel it for me. Ironically enough, there wasn't enough difficulty in 4 to I felt like it kind of held my handle up too much.
Yeah, no, I was by it hurts my balls. I mean that it sucks and I hate
True.
it. Because it's the same fucking thing as Pikmin 2, because my favorite things about Pikmin are, like, I love the time management, I love growing my big Pikmin army, I love, like, exploring the area, and Pikmin 2 is like, what if we put you in a cave where you can't grow Pikmin, and there's infinite time, and that's, like, half the fucking game. And then Pikmin 4 goes, what if we give you a dog that does everything, and also caves are back,
I
LOL.
hate the fact that the dog can just do everything, there's no challenge! Like, at least for me, the whole challenge with Pikmin 2 was, like, instead of time management, you're managing your resources, and I found that fun. But, like, now you have a dog that just does everything.
What the dog
and it's
doing?
like, there's no challenge. There's no challenge.
Yeah, what, because, like, I really hope Pikmin 5, take out the caves, take out the dog. I liked the Dandori challenges, although I wish that for the versus ones, it wasn't fucking split screen with an AI. Just put that shit in the corner like the Live Tucker reaction.
True. Live Tucker reaction.
Live Moss reaction.
That reminds me of, do you watch Salty DK Dan by any chance?
It's been a long time. I used to when I was younger, and now it's just like my fucking YouTube stream audience keeps like trying to do Salty DK Dan jokes and like sneak them under my nose when I don't watch him. So he's like he's my second rival. You're my first.
Awesome. Well, there is a Ring Racer video he did, and there is a point where they make up this character on a spot called Dylan Pikmin, and the whole gimmick is that he is just this visceral, vile guy who eats Pikmin, and his voice just keeps getting worse and worse and worse, and it's so fucking goofy. They keep bringing him up throughout the entire video.
That's crazy. Oh my god. Also, because you mentioned Smash Brothers Brawl, were you ever a Brawl modder?
Yes, actually. I made a mod with my Kirby recolor. And then I also made a mod with my friend's Mario recolor. That's
awesome. I never made mods, but I did them a lot. Did you do them on console or an emulator?
Console.
Hell yeah. So I gave myself like a permanent phobia of Smash Brothers Brawl by modding it, because like I have an irrational fear of two games, Smash Brothers Brawl and Gary's Mod, which sucks because Gary's Mod's one of my favorite games, but both of those games, if I'm playing them alone, I feel like there's a demon in the room, because I'm so used to Brawl mods like being weird and janky and like crashing the game, and so like it's always if I ever see like a giant fucking thing in the background, like Kraid in that one Metroid stage, it's like there is a demon in my Wii. I don't feel safe anymore. I gave my like it's those two specific games, and if I could make like if I even knew how to capture the energy, I would make like an indie horror game just about like it's that specific aesthetic of like it's realistic, but it's realistic from 20 years ago, so it's like blurry and like denim. Ooh. That like Brawl and Gary's Mod have.
Yeah.
That is just like so specific, like I'm afraid of this because of modding those two games.
Yeah. Despite Brawl being one of my favorites, I was also terminally afraid of it, but not because of like, oh, it's so creepy and scary when I do things by myself. It was because I was afraid of like if I modded something wrong, that I would get greeted with a Wii screen, the Wii crash.
Oh yeah, no, like that's how you know the Wii was like baby's first homebrew, because it's the only console that has an iconic crash sound.
Yeah.
You know it and I know it. You like give me your best Wii crash sound noise. Yeah, it's that very specific. It's the specific tone.
It's really high pitched.
And it was scary. It scared
for
me.
like no reason, and it kind of like freaked me out.
It's I love you, Brawl Modern.
Oh yeah, my 10th favorite game is Celeste.
Oh yeah, Celeste. Oh, that's a fun little game. I kind of so I'm a really big fan of I Want to Be the Guy. I mentioned the kid earlier. I kind of like fucked myself over in terms of my enjoyment with that game because I'm so used to like rage games like that. I play I Want to Be the Guy for fun. That when I played Celeste, I was like, all right, this game's gonna hurt me. It's gonna punch me in the throat. It's gonna be bullshit, but it's gonna be worth it for like the story aspect because I think this is a very beautiful little story. And then I played it, and it was a fun 2D platformer, and I was like, I feel nothing doing this. It's like I was it's like eating like it's like I don't know how to explain this, but it feels like when white people make the spiciest food on earth and then like anyone else eats it and they're like, this is just like a jar of mayonnaise.
Yeah.
It's like if you're like me, person watching this, and you got baited like that, go play Tower of Heaven because it actually really hurts my balls, it has a very beautiful ending that kind of ties it together. I do like Celeste a lot. I just like it's the kind of thing where it's like the thing I always say to like is like the most insane take I've ever had is I wish Celeste was a worse video game because then I think that the story would be more impactful for me, but also nobody would like it but me.
That's fair.
Nobody on the fucking planet would enjoy it but me.
I understand that.
Let me here I'll pass over my 10 favorites. Let me think. Rayman 3 Hoodlum Havoc, my absolute goat. Team Buddies, At Least There Is Cheda Chedovich. Let me fucking... There's a fourth. I need to look at my chart. Pizza Tower, Ribbit. I'm gonna say... Fuck! This is really hard. Conker's Bad Fur Day. Sonic Adventure 1. Rain Racers. Time Splitters. Gary's Mod. I don't know if that's 10. I lost track.
That's 9.
That's 9. Blood. There we go. I love Blood.
Awesome.
It's okay. You can say you don't know what the fuck half of those are. That's just who I am.
I don't know what Blood is.
That's you don't know what fucking any of those are. It's fine. I understand. Don't worry. It's like I'm truly alone in this world, but we ball. Okay. So here's a final question before we wrap up because we've just been fucking shooting the shit for a while.
Yeah.
I asked this to everyone. I interview as like a final question. Do you want to hang out?
Perhaps. And then it's like that fucking Peter Griffin gif where he's like, perhaps.
Yeah, I know. Perhaps.
I'd be up for it. Perhaps.
Yeah, dude. Let's hang out. Yeah.
Really?
What good ending? Stalking works.
I love stalking.
Oh my god. Listen, kids. If you ever need any, if you have a parasocial relationship, just make like a really good video essay and get like 11,000 subscribers, and then the people that you like will just talk to you anyway, and that
Just be funny.
partially because they know you're not like just be funny. It could just. That's the thing I've learned being a YouTuber is that like parasocial relationships work as long as you're famous because you don't just look like a random stalker insane person.
That's true.
It's like no, I'm a weird person with clout, so hang out with me or I'll cry.
For me, I just kind of like fuck off and do my own thing, and I guess that's how I appear everywhere. I just do my own thing, and then once in a while I'll run into people and be like hi, and then we're friends.
Okay, so to wrap things up, give me your motto, like your philosophy in a single sentence. Give me a beautiful speech to end things out.
I'm very cool and awesome. That's my bio on like
That's
on like a fucking Blue Sky, my old Twitter. I think maybe my Tumblr. I forget, but that's my motto.
That's beautiful. Yeah, there we go. And then just like any things you want to plug before we sign off.
I don't know. I got nothing. I mean, there's preparing with. We talked about preparing with. There was there's Marlette, which is awesome. I think, not biased.
I read a little bit of it. It's pretty cool.
Thank you. There's Team Switch Thunder Swap. There's, I don't know. There's like 1 million things. Check my website.
Yeah, check the website.
Check out my website.
Check out my website. Back to a website. That came out a couple days ago.
I actually have never read anything Homestar related.
I can tell because you just said read and not watched, as if it's like a comic.
Oh, watched. Sorry.
Immediate clock is fake fan. Alright. Well, just thank you just so much for giving me this opportunity, SuperKirbyLover. It's a genuine, like, huge honor, and, like, I wanted to do this for a while. I just had no idea how to fucking contact you, because without sounding like a creepy person.
Of course.
Thank you so much. I really want to do more of these types of interviews. When I put out the ribbon video, you're next, Maxine. I'll find you. I don't know who the fuck else should I shout out. Leather Ice Cream, I'm coming for you as well. Interview number 3.
Oh, sorry, that's my cat. I don't know if you heard her.
Oh, your cat? That's beautiful. I'm coming for you next, Leather, after Blue Kirby Guy. Blue Kirby Guy's the next one. I will find him. But yeah,
Good
just
luck.
Thank you so much, and
of course.
Say a funny thing to end us out.
My cat's here.
Oh, that's awesome.
Her name is Trixie. She's like 11 years old.
I'm 11 times 2 minus 1.
Bruh. Let me see if I can get her to purr. So maybe we get to put her on the mic.
They got a cat on the mic?
Put my cat on the mic. Come on, purr! Come on, I'm petting you! She's not purring. Whatever. Whatever, I didn't care.
I don't even care. I
don't even care.
Alright, you can stop recording now.
Oh yeah, my cat has no teeth. Okay.
Oh, your cat has no teeth? Oh, poor thing.
It's because her teeth fell out when we rescued her.
Oh.
And now she's only got like the little baby teeth in the middle. So when she bites, it's like a little baby gnawing on you.
Ew.
It's really funny.
Okay, bye everybody.
Goodbye.